So I love to see this right here, ladies and gentlemen. Washington Commanders linebacker Bobby Wagner showing the young fella the ropes. Bobby Wagner is preparing to help linebacker Jordan McGee become next up. Let's talk about it.
The way that we live is not for everybody.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
How do you think the rest of Jaden Daniels' career is going to go? If we're, 6, 7 games into Jaden Daniels' career and he's already milking injuries? Like,
stop saying my name, you dick riding bastard.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We have the Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with a quick video. We're going to be talking about Bobby Wagner and how he's leading the young fellas, especially in the linebacker room, and showing them the ropes. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so it'd be greatly appreciated if you help me reach that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So yesterday on Instagram, the Washington Commanders posted like a bunch of pictures from practice recently, and one of the pictures, one of the very first pictures, if not the first picture on the slide, is Bobby Wagner and Jordan McGee. And in that specific picture, you could see Bobby Wagner kind of like pointing out, you know what I'm saying, pointing out some things to Jordan McGee, kind of showing them and whatnot. If you want to look at that picture, I'll put it up here, but it's also on my community wall. I posted that last night in the community tab, but I'll put it up here as well. And when I first saw that, I instantly started smiling, man, because if you guys know and you've been around since the last draft, you know I've been a huge Jordan McGee fan. And the biggest reason why I'm a huge Jordan McGee fan is because over the years, I've always wanted a really, really good linebacker. Like, of course, we've always wanted a really good quarterback. We wanted a really good, running back and receiver and pass rush and stuff like that. But something that Washington's always struggled at was linebacker. Like, since London Fletcher, really, we haven't had a true, legit, ace in the middle. And I genuinely feel like we've been missing that. Now, over the years, I've tried to, love Cole Holcomb. I feel like Cole Holcomb was solid. You know what I'm saying? But guys like Mason Foster and John Bostic and Kevin Pierre-Louis, and I like Perry Riley back in the day. I remember Perry Riley, and I don't necessarily think he was like necessarily just a middle linebacker, but he's one of the linebackers on the crew. I like Perry Riley a little bit, but like again, we haven't had that significant like young linebacker. Like I'm talking about, remember prime Devin White, bro? Like when Devin White first came into the league, he was a menace, bro. Like I want one of those kind of guys. And I feel like we're in a position to where we could have a very, very bright future at that position group. Because not only do you still have Bobby Wagner for, I would assume, a year or two. If we win the Super Bowl, I could see Bobby Wagner hanging it up. But maybe a year or two. But then again, you never know, because Bobby Wagner, he takes care of his body, man. And every time you think that he's done, man, he still hangs on and plays. Like he's coming off of one of the best seasons that he's ever played in his great career last year. And although he's lost a step athletically, mentally he's still there. You know what I'm saying? He still can be an on-field coach and stuff like that. So I feel like having him around is going to be amazing still. And then you add a healthy Jordan McGee. See, a lot of people don't really know about Jordan McGee, and that's because he was hurt for pretty much of last year. But remember when we drafted Jordan McGee, they said Washington found their own Dre Greenlaw. They compared him, that being Jordan McGee, to Dre Greenlaw. And we'll see how Dre Greenlaw bounces back after the injury that he sustained. But pre-injury Dre Greenlaw, come on, bro. Him and Fred Warner was probably the best linebacker duo in the NFL. So if a young fella like Jordan McGee is drawing comparisons to Dre Greenlaw, come on. And you look at his film, again, Jordan McGee is exactly what we're missing or what we need to add as well to this linebacker room. Physicality, athleticism, able to check the running backs off the backfield, check tight ends, you know what I'm saying? And still have the physicality and the mentality to come downhill and hit the hole and blow up a run if need to. Then you also look at Kane Madrano, who I think this year he probably is going to carve out his role on special teams, but I've already made a video on how I feel about him. I think, again, he's pretty good as well. His athletic score was out the roof, and he's a former wide receiver now turned linebacker, and you rarely see that happen, right? So we're in good hands like Allstate. And a lot of it has to do with Bobby Wagner's tutelage. Bobby Wagner leading the way. And the biggest thing about Bobby Wagner is he can lead by example. Like, he's not just, no offense, John Bostic, where John Bostic mentally can get you in the right space. He can lead you. He knows football, but he physically just couldn't do it or move how he once could. Now, again, Bobby Wagner isn't the fastest anymore, isn't the most athletically gifted, but he still can play every snap. Like last year, did he not play every snap? Like, he was the only one that never came off the field. That says a lot about a player's not only veteran leadership and experience, but how he still is as a player. Because there's guys that's in year 13, 14, 15 that is not the same guy, but they're still around because obviously, you know, they're like the Udonis Haslams of the NFL. But Bobby Wagner is still hooping. And for me and Jordan McGee, that makes me so excited because I'm telling you all, man, Jordan McGee is next up, bro. He's next up. I really can't have no more like examples. I don't really have evidence to back up my word right now because he got hurt. So a lot of people are gonna be like, Juan, you putting this much faith into a fella that was hurt last year. I'm just gonna say sit back and watch. Sit back and watch and wait. Until in the meantime, watch his college film. And you'll see why they compared him to Dre Greenlaw. You'll see why they're so heavy on having him healthy and giving him the opportunities. Remember when he stepped in for Michael Walker, it was a huge difference. And then when Michael Walker had to come back in because Joe McGee went back down, we seen why Michael Walker is Michael Walker, right? Trust and believe. It can get worse. And we're getting a healthy Joe McGee to pair him up with Bobby Wagner and Frankie Louvu. Think about it like this. Bobby Wagner is on the last end of his career. Frankie Louvu is hitting the prime of his career. When Bobby Wagner is ready to hang it up, you could pass the torch to Jordan McGee, and now your little linebacking core is Frankie Louvu and Jordan McGee. And you better hope Kane Madrano pans out, because if he pans out, man, oh my God, that's 3 backers for the future. And not to mention Dre Greenlaw. You know what I'm saying? It's something about them dreadhead linebackers that's different, Slim. I'm telling you. Nick Bolton, Fred Warner, like Frankie Louvu. Well, I know Frankie Louvu. Frankie Louvu considered dreads, I guess. But you know what I'm saying? Long head linebackers, bro. Come on, Slim. So that's all I really got for y'all today, man. Quick little video. You see Bobby Wagner teaching out, giving out the sauce. I love it. I can't wait to see what these guys look like in training camp and etc. coming up. And it's going to be a big preseason for a guy like Joel McGee. Because if he can stay on the field, again, I think he is going to be the next guy up and really going to solidify more to this linebacker room. But he has to stay healthy, though. That is the thing. He got a lot of injuries last season that hindered him from growing. So hopefully we'll see him, you know what I'm saying, shake back this season. But let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section down below. How do y'all feel about Joe McGee headed into year 2? Are you that high on Joe McGee as me? Or you like Juan? To be honest, man, I ain't really, sold or bought in by Joe McGee. Which, if that's the case, that's fine. But again, you got to think about it from the point of where we're drafting. A lot of guys like Adam Peters draft, he's seen success at stops like San Francisco. And that's why he tries to draft similar to San Francisco, right? He draft linebacker, right? Because they had Dre Greenlaw. That's Joe McGee. He drafted a guy like Ben Sinnott. Oh, you're going to be our Kyle Juszczyk. And we got to also not be so quick to judge after year 1, because a lot of people are forgetting about Ben Sinnott. Like, yeah, I get it. He didn't do much of anything in year one, but if many careers was judged after their rookie season, Jaden Daniels would be a first ballot Hall of Famer, and a guy like Peyton Manning would be a bum, a scrub. You know what I'm saying? So can't be so quick to judge after year one. So I would just sit back and relax and wait. But this summer, I fully expect Joe McGee to be turning up in training camp. But let me know what you guys think about this video down in the comment section. How do you feel about Bobby Wagner leading the way? And do you think Bobby Wagner will still be around after this season? Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comment section. As always, being boy Juan Gotti, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I want to roll to 10,000 subscribers. So greatly appreciate if you can reach that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. You have a blessed, stay safe, be easy out there. Purse. Only Wani, I'm pouring a drink on the J.
Never gave a damn, ballin' like I'm Deshaun, throw the bomb, G. That's IG, my jersey never seen a line.